Greetings and welcome to the 28th episode of Retro Rant. For the last episode, we had to endure the brilliant seconds out for the Commodore Amiga. So, for this review, we will be trying to wash the bad taste off our mouths and be reviewing a quite nice racing game on the Amstrad CPC, Stunt Car Racer, released by Microstyle back in 1990 and developed by the brilliant Jeff Grammond. Now, I have never seen the Amstrad CPC version. While I had this game for my Commodore Amiga and played it quite a bit, while I also have seen some videos of the C64 and the Spectrum and the BBC Master, I think, I'm not sure. And I thought all these versions were quite good. So I am, since I have the Amstrad CPC in my heart, I wanted to see how the Amstrad CPC version compares to the both to the Amiga version as well as the other bits. So we will be playing here as a single player league. There's also a multiplayer option, which I think is quite interesting for the Amstrad CPC. The Amiga had also a multiplayer option with a modem cable which you could use to connect two Amigas. Anyway, I am in Division 4. I against the good old jumping jack, the Roadhog. And in the Amiga version, there were also portraits of these chaps. And we'll be racing in tracks such as the Humpback and the Little Ramp. Now, if you've been living under a rock for the past 30 years, or if you're new to retro gaming, Stunt Car Racer is a racing game with a twist because it takes place in elevated courses and you control something like a buggy. You're trying to both win the race and try not to crash into the ground or destroy your car, which sounds like a prudent thing to do, quite unlike taking part in such a tournament. So let's start the racing season, and I will be racing against Jumping Jack in the Little Ramp. And before each race you can see a review of the racing track, which you can rotate. You can see here that there is a small ramp. These ramps get more hardcore as the game progresses, but for now it's nice and easy. Let's see how we start. And off we go. And that was a good start. I'm side by side with a Jumping Jack and I now took the lead. Be careful around this corner here. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Now these flames that you see coming out of my car, these are not for show off. These are nitro boosts, which are finite. So you have to make sure you use them in a prudent way. There's the ramp here. Whoop. Okay. and in the top of the screen you can see a crack, and this depicts the damage of the car. And if this reaches the right part of the screen, your car is wrecked. So it's race over. We have 370 meters lead. So if I don't do anything stupid, and I'm tempting fate now, everything will be okay. Oh, that was a nasty fall, but the crack still looks okay. Okay, the jump here. Perfect. We're on lap 2. We have one more lap to go. Let's increase the lead here in this straight. Without going off the track, preferably. Okay. Whoa. It's a nice big jump. We're almost a kilometer ahead of jumping jack. Let's not mess up here. Okay, it's the little ramp. Not a problem. And I think the finishing line is right around the corner here. Yeah, that's it. Race 1. As I rush off the track and raise a cloud of smoke, so as to suffocate the audience. Very nice. And I have 2 points for winning the race, and also an extra point for getting the fastest lap here. And I am in second place, but I have also raced once. So, and Jumping Jack has raced 3 times, and Roadhog has raced twice. Okay. This one is in green. An awful shade of green, but anyway. And the gaming screen is also in green. If I remember correctly, the Amiga version uses the same colors throughout. I remember there was a change of colors, but it was in a mod. In a Stunt Car Racer TNT, the new tracks. So while we do this second race here, let's get there the review started. About the graphics. Okay, I think for the Amstrad CPC capabilities, this game looks very good. I like the animation on the wheels. It's a very nice and realistic depiction of the suspensions of the car. And the frame rate, although it's not brilliant or buttery smooth, it's quite good for what the CPC can do. The sound of the game, as you can hear, is purely functional. But that's not a problem, since that was the case with the Amiga version as well. And about the gameplay, okay, I have two problems with the CPC version here. Whoa! While I managed to do a tricky jump, the first problem and the main problem is the frame rate, which is not very smooth, and as you can see here, it affects the game very much, because this is very difficult, and if it's not smooth, you don't feel in control of the car. So these corners tend to be very tricky. The second problem I have with the CPC version, even though I think it's the same on all the 8 bits, is the drawing distance. So you cannot see very far ahead, which is not quite a problem, since you end up memorizing the tracks after a while. Let's see if I can catch up with this guy here. While I think that these problems don't ruin the game, I think that if you're coming from the Amiga, you would not be very keen on keeping on playing this one. So, would I recommend the Stunt Car Racer for the Amstrad CPC? Well, sure, give it a bash, if only for seeing what the humble Amstrad CPC can do, handling the vector graphics of such a game. It's not doing too bad, to be honest. But of course, it's not even a patch on the Commodore Amiga version, and it pains me to say, but I think it's the worst of the 8-bit versions. At least the ones that I have seen. Oh, I managed to take the lead again. That was very heroic. The game is trying to to lure me in. So, that's it for now, and I'll see you next time.